Welcome to Happy Life Results Book Group.
Hey everyone.
So we're going to do the section called Not Quitting, a Strategic Pause. And so I'll have to tell you some backstory to this. Sometimes when I want to make a change in my life, I'll put a little reminder to help me remember that change that I wanted to make. And depending on how I go about it, that's what it is. How I go about it is going to affect whether or not I get the change or not. And it's if I use the pain point pressure versus if I bring the fun and I bring, happy power and up to it, then I'll succeed if that's a direction that I picked and I want to keep going. But what happens sometimes is if you pick a direction and you don't keep going, sometimes you don't know why. And that's the one we want to talk about. Not quitting, a strategic pause. You just kind of got away from that thing that you wanted to do and you don't know why.
You didn't feel like you decided.
Yeah.
You just aren't doing it.
Yeah.
Why? What's going on? Why are you not doing it? You decided to, but you're not.
Yeah.
What happened? Where did it go?
Yeah, and we have one of the methods that we've used in our family to be a reminder is this really decorative tape that doesn't have a very strong stickiness. You can put it on things and take it off, and it's called washi tape. And
from Japan.
Yeah, and it's really beautiful. Like the designs are just beautiful. So you can take a little piece of this. It's like Scotch tape, right? But it's decorated, and you can put it places. And so one of the times someone in our family put the washi tape somewhere, then they just started avoiding the washi tape.
Without, it was like, oh, when I see the washi tape, it's going to remind me to do something. So then, without realizing it, they started avoiding the tape.
And they couldn't remember what the thing was.
And they're like, but they're the ones who chose. They wanted to think about this. So why would they avoid the thing that they chose? And
so why?
So why? Do you have things in your life that you decided you wanted to go for, and you don't really know why you stopped moving that direction? It's not like you said, oh, I decided I don't want it. You just, somehow it just stalled somehow. So, because quitting, especially if you have really strong feelings about what it means to be a quitter, if that's painful, then you're not going to feel like you quit. But if you it just kind of disappeared.
Yeah.
What happened? It's because you didn't want to run into the pain of quitting, but you had all this pain build up behind you that you were trying to use to push yourself, and you hit the point where you're like, okay, it's not working, and I don't like the pain behind me, but I don't want to do the pain of quitting. So your brain comes up with a really creative way to just kind of forget that you were even going that direction. It just kind of disappears.
It disappears. And then you don't have the pain of quitting.
Yep. And you don't have the pain of pushing yourself.
Yeah.
It's like, free day. But you're not getting what you wanted.
Well, you're not.
And if it's something that you notice that you're not getting, then you bounce back and forth between the pains.
Yeah. And it can be really confusing if you don't understand what's going on. If you don't understand where the pain is coming from, then it can be really confusing. Because what generally happens when people are using the traditional system is that they just think they're not good enough at the traditional system. They don't realize it's the system that's broken, that's flawed. Not broken, but could be better. And
it's not really I was using the example of setting up external pain, like the pain is behind you pushing, but that's not how you use pain points. It's you pushing yourself.
Yeah.
And if you're not getting there where you want to go fast enough, it's because you feel like you're not pushing yourself hard enough and fast enough.
Yeah. There's something wrong with your willpower, your discipline. But that's not true at all.
Yeah, it's the system of pushing with pain to try to get somewhere. It will give you a short term, but it has serious drawbacks, and that's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to try to put this into words. So this is something that I am working on right now, and so I don't have my pretty clean words in text that I thought it through nicely, but I'm going to try. So this is something where I realized that whenever I wasn't doing something that I wanted to do, I wasn't doing it because there was pain there, and I call it pain, but it's really just I'm avoiding it. but why am I avoiding the thing that I want to do? It's so weird. Like, logically, if there's I pick a direction, it's all good, I want to go this way, and then why am I avoiding that direction? So I think that the reason why I'm avoiding it is because there's pain there. And so I'm just calling it that. So there's pain there. But why is there pain there? Like, why would there be pain in a direction that I wanted to go? So I started looking really clearly at this pain point pressure and realized that I put the pain there so that I would go. I put the pain in place so that it would push me to that direction. It was supposed to help me. It was there as my friend, almost like the personal trainer or something. Like, yeah, it was there because I thought it was going to help me do this thing that mattered, that was important to me. And so when we put the pain point pressure, it's not like a bad thing when we're doing it. Like, when we start it, it's not a bad thing because we're putting it there to help us. It's like, yes, I want my helper. But then the helper gets overzealous, and the helper starts giving you pain if you don't do the thing. And so what's happening is I'm associating the pain of, okay, so I'm going toward that thing, right, that I wanted, but then I feel like avoiding it because I'm getting pain. Why am I getting pain? The pain was there to try to help me, motivate me to keep going toward that thing. But I put the pain there to help me, but then it's what makes me not go there. It's what makes me avoid it. It's the most ridiculous thing. Like, this thing's gonna help me, but it's actually hurting me.
And one of the things that she was talking about the other day was that when she assigned a push or a pain or something to it, it was like the thing was no longer in the fun category. Now it's a have to. Just if you assign a push to something, you do it because it's a have to. Like, even if it wasn't a have to before, as soon as you assign a push to it, it's like one of our sons just loved to sit down at the piano and to play around the piano and try to figure things out. And so we're like, wow, he's got some natural talent. We should put him in music lessons. And then of course the music teacher gives him assignments, and then, did you do yours? Have you done your piano practice today? And that kind of thing. Then suddenly his piano was no longer this great play opportunity. It's funny because you actually play the piano and you say you don't work the piano. But when you assign a push, it can actually change your complete perspective so that it feels like when you're doing the activity, it's a have to.
Yeah, it actually changes. Yeah, it's not fun anymore. The activity feels like it's not delivering fun.
But if something's fun, you don't assign a push to it.
Yeah.
If you feel like something is fun, you never put that pain point to help you do it. And so that's why you could associate, if you have a pain point, oh, it must not be fun.
It must not be fun. Yes, oh my gosh, yes.
So realize that that's one of the hazards of trying to push yourself to do things, is you can actually create this impression that whatever it is isn't inherently enjoyable. That there's something wrong, there's something that to be avoided.
Yeah.
That it's a break to be able to step away from it.
Yeah. Pay attention to what you think you need breaks from.
Yeah. And realize that it's not the thing that makes it so you need a break. It's actually your approach to the thing.
Yeah.
Because she's done that when she changes her approach, something that before she felt like wasn't fun, she wanted to get away from it, she needed to take breaks from it, and then suddenly it was something she did as much as she could. So it's like, and then she's been exploring. Anytime she finds something that she feels like she needs a break from, it's like, oh, what am I doing here? That levels and levels and levels of improvement and finding new areas to grow.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a great journey.
Yeah, so impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys.
Bye.